Hello everyone, how's it going? I am Louis, the Average Guy 1983. Today is actually Saturday, March 22nd, 2025, and I'm going to be unboxing the Teverun Fighter Supreme Ultra 7260. This is not the R model, this is the one that has the 11 by 4 inch tires, but it has that same massive 72 volt 60 amp hour battery that the Fighter Supreme 7260R has. It has the 13 by 5 inch tires that my friend Mo Cricket literally has. With that said though, I went through a lot of trouble to get this scooter. I did purchase it, but again, shout outs to Super Scoot for working with me on this. The situation was not great for either one of us. Both of us basically still took an additional loss, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it in a minute. But what I want to do first is just let you guys know that this is not a rant. I'm just simply giving you guys my experience from this whole situation, and basically a warning for everybody who wants to buy a PEV of any kind or any product in general from outside of the USA. Be prepared for what's coming, man. So with that said, let's roll the intro so that I can talk to you guys about this and we do the unboxing. Alrighty, my friends, so I do have a pocket knife already ready to open this up, but before we do, I want to talk to you guys real quick about the situation that went on with this scooter. It seems that we are supposed to be starting to get tariff fees of 25% charge for anything that gets purchased outside of the US. For example, Mexico, Canada, an additional 10% increase for China goods, and anywhere else basically starting April 2nd. We're not on April 2nd. We're literally on March 22nd, 2025. I got charged a substantial amount of tariff fees. So I'm just going to be straightforward and let you guys know how much I had to pay. Right here, I'm going to show you guys what I paid for tariff fees. It was a total of $722.46 in tariff fees, which again, I remember saying that there was an unspecified amount of tariff fees I was going to have to pay. I was over here thinking it was only going to be like $100 to $200 and nothing more, and it ended up being quite higher than I thought. And the main reason why is because the broker from UPS decided to start charging under the new code for April 2nd, 2025. So I got charged a 25% tariff fee for buying this product from a Canadian seller and having it shipped to me. So I also got charged a 25% additional charge for this product literally being made overseas. And the broker told me over the phone that it didn't matter if it was made in China, Japan, South Korea, the UK, or India, anywhere outside of the US, it's getting an additional 25% tariff fee. So that's 50% tariff fee when you think about it that I was billed for this product. Now, again, shout out to Super Scoots for undervaluing the scooter. I wish they would have told me this in advance so that that's what they were going to do. But they weren't aware that, we were going to get hit so hard with tariff fees like crazy. But they undervalued the scooter at $2,600 instead of the $3,800 that I paid for the scooter. So they were nice enough to give me a small partial refund to kind of offset the tariff fees that I had to pay UPS and their brokers for, the US. So I'm not going to specify the amount, but it was a decent amount that they offered, and I'm really happy that they at least offered it, because I was over here thinking that I was going to be 100% screwed and literally pay basically $4,500 to $4,600 for the scooter when I was actually supposed to be saving money on this thing. So again, man, there's nothing wrong with Super Scoots. There's nothing wrong with the seller. He was awesome. I'm hoping that if I have any issues here, he'll, also be able to help me out with replacement parts. That's another thing that I don't know if things are going to go down here for that. Getting replacement parts under warranty, even if there's a zero charge, will we be still paying a tariff fee for those replacement parts just because they actually still have a value even if we're not paying anything? That's unfortunately something that Super Scoots doesn't know, and unfortunately neither do I, and the broker that I talked to could not talk to me about it. If I would have refused to have paid the tariff fee and tried to have the scooter sent back to Super Scoots, they told me straight out that either way, either I or Super Scoots would have to pay that $722 tariff fee just to get the scooter to go back. So I figured, screw it, let me just pay the damn fee and have my scooter delivered. And that's another thing. they gave me a really hard time releasing the scooter even after I paid. They came yesterday. They dropped off the scooter without my wife signing for it because I was serving jury duty yesterday. And the guy came back 3 times while I was out trying to get the scooter back, and my wife said no. And then he came back a fourth time trying to talk to me about it, and I showed him the same thing, the receipt that I literally have right here saying, hey, I paid you guys your tariff fee, and the release code is the authorization code that you see on the screen. And that's what you got to type down. If it's not working, contact your supervisor and find out what the hell's going on, because I've already called 6 people and all of them are telling me to say the same exact thing. So thankfully, it was able to get resolved after he talked to his supervisor for like a fourth time, and somebody else with experience was able to tell him how to do the thing to be able to release a scooter to me. But that was a big hassle on the side of the gash that they caused themselves, because it did not ship from Super Scoots like this. Super Scoots has a lot of pride in shipping their products, and they did not do this. This was done by UPS. It's unfortunate. With that said, though, guys, again, I do apologize. I hope you guys don't think that this is a rant, because it's not. This is just a warning for you guys. If you're going to be buying a PEV from outside of the country and you're in USA, make sure that you talk to your dealer or the manufacturer or the store that you're buying your PEV from, and let them know what value they're going to price the part that you're buying or the PEV you're buying before it gets to customs and you end up paying a tariff fee. So this way you can know what to expect on that 25% tariff fee and kind of guesstimate for yourself what you're going to have to pay extra out of pocket. Another little solid I can do for you guys: don't pay the tariff fee over the phone like I did. I did that, and that's how this whole mess started. What I should have done was just paid it through the stupid app that you basically will get a link sent to you automatically to either your phone number or your email address directly from UPS or FedEx, and they will tell you, click the link so you can pay your fee. And do it that way, because this way you won't have to worry about it not showing up in their system and then having a really hard time with this, like the way I did. The only reason why I called was because I wanted to get like an itemized statement explanation as to why the hell I had to pay $722 more for a tariff fee altogether. And then they explained it. Tariff fee for buying something from Canada, tariff fee because this product is made overseas, just because it says made in Taiwan, made in China, wherever. If it's made overseas, it's getting a tariff fee, a broker fee for doing the paperwork for scamming me on the tariff fees, and then 4 is the taxes on all 3 things. And then that's how I came up with the $722.46. It is what it is, right? So I should be happy though, in a way, because I at least got the scooter. There ain't that many people that have Teverun scooters here in the LA area, so I'm going to be like one of the only guys. I know there was this one Asian guy who had one, but the dude looked like he was a dealer, like not an actual, real rider like the way we are, where we ride them all the time. So with that said, now let's go ahead and get started with this unboxing. And again, guys, I do apologize for all the information. Again, it's not a rant. I had the money to pay, so I paid it, but not everyone has that. So, or be expecting to be paying such a high amount. So just keep that in mind. Get in contact with your dealer, wherever you're buying from, if they're out of sea or overseas or whatever, or out of the country, and make sure that you let them know, hey, are you guys going to undervalue the product so that this way I can pay less in tariff fees? And if so, how much? So this way I can also negotiate or at least talk to the broker when that time comes. So you don't look stupid either, like the way I kind of did. Thankfully, I never said that I paid $3,800 when they mentioned $2,600. I kept my lips silent. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this, guys. So I'm going to hold it on with my 4 fingers here, not the thumb area. Lift up the flap here. And shout outs to my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, Denise and Ed, for buying me this kick-ass knife, so I can be able to unbox, my products. And one thing that I just remembered, I forgot to bring you guys closer so you guys can see how the damage is. So I'll go ahead and reposition the camera as soon as I'm done with this and try to get you guys. That thing jumped on me. All right, let's go ahead and put this down before I even open this, because I want to be as surprised as you guys. Let me bring you guys closer. Alrighty, my friends, so now for the moment of truth, let's find out how all of this is. So far, there's like big pockets here that are deep. Okay, I can see the tire. Okay, so far, man, it just looks like it's the foam. Here's the foam. You might be able to see the pockets in there a little bit, but there's pockets in the cracked foam, and it seems like everything else is still intact. So let me go ahead and turn this over since everything looks intact. So I do apologize for the overexposure of the white foam. I'm going to cut these pieces here all the way off and then turn it over and then pull the box upwards. So this way you guys can see the full unboxing. Oh, and again, I'm using my 4 good fingers, not the thumb, because I can't really mess with that. So just in case anybody's worrying, thank you. But yeah, I got this. This is a really good sharp knife. I'm glad everything looks fine though, man. There we go. Alrighty, guys. So far from what I can see that it has the same exact tires as the RS. Same tires as the RS, but they're the self-healing ones. So I do have some other tires that I'm going to install on it. So again, I do have to wait till my hand is fully recovered because you do require hand pressure to be able to change tires. So maybe I'll record that. So, okay. Next thing I have to try to do is flip this thing over. Oh God. Oh shit. Let me try to see if I can flip it. Cool. I was able to flip it. So let me go ahead and get you guys closer so I can get this box, pull it off upwards, and then we can see the rest of the conditions of the scooter. Alrighty, my friends, so hopefully you guys can see this better. I lowered down the brightness ISO to like 150. That's the lowest I can go with my ND8 filter, unfortunately, so this is as dark as I can make it. I'm going to go ahead and lift up the box so we can see the conditions of the scooter in general, but so far it seems like only the foam was damaged. Alrighty. Do we have anything else in here? Looks like we have a... Let me see here. Okay, so we have a Teverun owner's manual right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll give you guys a closer look, but we'll put it on the table for now. We have a bracket. The bracket is probably for the actual handlebar, so we'll put that to the side as well. The same style little keys, Allen keys that you get from Voro Motors, the cheapy ones. We're not going to use these. And then an 84 volt 5 amp hour charger. And it does have the correct USA plug as well. I might not use this because I do have my own plug that I'm making for my Roger charger so that I can charge at 10 amps instead of 5. But this scooter does come with 2 charging ports, so we got to keep that in mind. So we also get, oh freaking sweet, all right, this is getting a little exciting, a Teverun hat. Let me show you guys that real quick. You get a Teverun hat, so this is cool. I like that. Let's see what else. A t-shirt in a 2XL. A 2XL Teverun t-shirt. This is tight. So when I actually lose some weight and I go from a 4X to a 2X, I'll be able to sport this shirt. That's a good motivation. And then finally, a Teverun 3-liter bag. Here you go. I have this same exact bag, but in the Wildman brand. So this is definitely a 3-liter. Very cool. Those are add-ons. It's going to work for the dash cam battery, by the way. Let's see. So let me get you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see the rest of this here. Alrighty, my friends. So now that I showed you guys the little accessories, the little extra perks you get with the scooter, this is what it looks like here. I did have to remove a lot of foam because you guys can see, you know, a lot of the foam is broken. I do wish that They would go with the same black closed cell foam that Voro Motors uses for their eMove products, because I had a wonderful experience unboxing my son's Roadrunner V3. This is a big mess, but anyways, you can see here it has a very large deck. It does say Ultra on here. It does have a 72 volt 60 amp hour battery. The battery is right around right here, going all the way to the back, and the front side next to the T and the E for Teverun letters, you have your sine wave controller stacked on top of each other. So this looks really cool. I can see that they did me a solid and they installed my second steering damper for me. So that's really cool. Thank you, Super Scoots, for doing that for me so I don't have to do it. So this thing should be pretty easy to put together. We'll turn it on and test it out and we'll see what else it comes with. So let me go ahead and pull this out, clear everything out of here, and then we can go ahead and come back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so everything's already pretty much off, as much as I can take off, because this white foam is like very clingy. It has static cling. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing some of the foam material as good as I can. Again, I'm not even supposed to be doing this, but because of the nature of the situation, I didn't have a choice. I had to do an unboxing and officially put it on video, because anything goes wrong with the scooter regarding the way it looks, the parts, anything leaking, I have what you guys were able to see on the video so far of the conditions of the box as my proof of that's what caused the damage. So yeah, not a great start, to be honest, but everything so far here is looking good. I do like how it looks. It definitely looks way more attractive than my RS, that's for sure. It does. So far, nothing seems to be cracked on this one. My friend Mo Cricket was unfortunate though. I'm going to leave the plastic on this for right now. This is just the handlebar with the large display and the buttons and everything. So I'm hoping that I have a, oh sweet, it's a thumb throttle. Woo! Hell yeah. I had bought a throttle because I thought that they were sending me one with the trigger throttle. And I'm not a big fan of trigger throttles. And I bought a thumb throttle just in case I needed it. Turns out it's coming with one, so that's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and lift this up. And get rid of the foam here. Now this is this part right here is a little bit on the greasy side. There we go, it's on. And this is pretty much what it looks like. It is positioned pretty well, man. Oh yeah. Even the handlebars at a perfect height. Sweet. Well, let me go ahead and just zoom out real quick so I can try to get this handlebar installed. And then we'll go ahead and call it there, since I can't really do much because of this hand. Alrighty, let's go ahead and continue going here. There's something here. What the hell is this? Teverun. Okay. Oh, it's a button. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh! Take this off here real quick. They attached it to a cable. See? Oh, shoot! No way! Dude, it's an alarm! No freaking way! Look at this! Dude, you get a freaking alarm! Does it work? Let me see. Oh, did you hear that? Watch. No freaking way. That's freaking tight. That is so freaking cool. Are you kidding me? That's tight, dude. That's amazing. Dudes, okay, so I'm gonna leave this off for right now because my hand is starting to hurt a little bit, and I'm gonna have my spouse help me put this together. I at least want to give you guys a closer look real quick. It does have 4-piston zoom brakes, so let me bring you guys closer real quick so you can take a look at that. Alrighty, my friends, so here's a close-up of the braking mechanism here. You got your 4-piston zoom brakes with a really thick rotor. This thing is thick, basically as thick as the one that I have on my RS, just a different design, so I really like that. And then right here you can see my dual steering dampers that I have. Now, there's a few people that were like kind of criticizing me for getting 2 steering dampers telling me that the Ultra doesn't have speed wobbles. That may be the case, but I was able to see some videos of some people getting speed wobbles at about 78 to 101 kilometers, which is roughly between 48 to about 62 miles per hour here in the US. I was not about to take my chances with that. Also, just like the Duotron, in the Duotron, I wish it had dual steering dampers so that this way all that pressure and the control doesn't have to just be fully dependent on one, and the workload of the steering dampers can be combined between 2 steering dampers and have a much better scooter riding experience overall in general. So this is going to be it, my friends. Let me go ahead and zoom out real quick. Alrighty, my friends, so this is going to be pretty much it for the unboxing. I'm going to have my wife help me put this thing together here for me, and I'll give you guys another video once I have my hand fully recovered, and I'll give you guys a much better close-up of the entire thing. I'm really impressed with the look. It looks beautiful. It has this like really nice carbon fiber design in the front and even in the back side. It has the same exact tires as the InMotion RS, but they're the self-healing kind. So I'm going to change them out because I have some other tires in mind for it. Same ones that I have in the InMotion. I think they'll work out on this one as well. But it does have, like I showed earlier, 4-piston zoom brakes, a really thick rotor, dual steering dampers because I bought an extra steering damper kit. It does have a thumb throttle instead of a trigger throttle. This model was made in August 29, 2024. That was the production date for the model assembly. And it comes with a friggin' alarm. So this is really cool. So yeah, it has that. And then it also comes with a nice shirt. So thank you, Teverun, and also Super Scoots for the shirt. So I'm definitely going to proudly wear this. Literally once I go down to a 2X, because I'm still a 4X, but I definitely am working out off camera. Just not that many people know about it because I don't go announcing it to the world. But I also appreciate the hat. Very cool. I like that a lot. Thank you. I am a hat guy. And then also the 3-liter Teverun branded bag. That's going to be great for any accessories, including the battery packs that I'm going to be using for the dash cam on the scooter. The dash cam that I'm going to go with is not going to be an LBW because this is going to probably become my new daily over the RS. It's most likely going to get the new AIO6 from Chiggy. We'll figure out how to wire that into the stem and get it through the backside for the rear camera. But so far it's looking great. I like it so far. It does have covers on the front, rubber covers in these areas here, so it's not you know, exposing like just regular silver colored bolts. So that's really nice. And yeah, so far it looks really nice, appealing. So it does say Teverun Fighter Supreme Ultra. You can see the letters right here that says Ultra on it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is going to be my unboxing. You guys have any questions, feel free to ask. So when I do the next video on this, showing you guys a closer look and going over the P settings and everything, you guys can have all your questions answered by me. All right. Up until next time. Peace.